thought they did very well in that first game of the season where they drew with Avies at Havelock Park. But since then, they just haven't been able to put a good performance together and have just been at the wrong end of the results continuously. Police, on the other hand, they have shown glimpses of brilliance over their last few games, but just haven't been able to perform consistently over an 80-minute period. And they definitely want to get another win. Probably seemed destined to go down to the plate segment, but got to remember they're taking those points forward to that to the next round. So they have something to play for. As a matter of fact, both teams have something to play for. And as far as Police is concerned, playing at Police Park, they wouldn't want to give away anything to this Navy playing at home.
Indeed, both teams, well, they have plenty to play for, as the sun is shining here at Police Park with quite a bit of wind from right to left on your screen, and I'm sure that will no doubt have a massive impact as we go through the game. But apart from that, the conditions here, the ground conditions, well, it's pristine for some running rugby.
Yes, absolutely, Romario, and most importantly, the humidity level is pretty low as well, so that should be quite kind on the boys out there in the middle. If they want to run and play the game at pace, then they can afford to do it over a longer period of time. But both these teams will just look to try and get a bit of fluency into the game, just try and get a bit of possession, to control possession. So this is the breakdown of last week's results. Navy Sports Club going down to CRNFC, 22 points to 46. CRNFC really putting on a good performance, especially in the second half. But Navy, for their part, pardon me, it was Navy, wasn't it? Yes. Pardon me, it was Police last week, so it was a 22-46 victory to CRNFC against Police. Police did stay up with CR for most of that game, but in the second half, CR bringing on their bench and just running away with the game. From Navy's point of view, going on to what you'd have to say, probably the informed team of the tournament so far, CHNFC, 29 points to 13. As you can see, the tackles, the scrums, it's an area where both teams will want to improve because they were up against much superior packs last week, but today probably a bit more parity in both forwards in that aspect. And of course they'll want to make lesser tackles, isn't it? When you're up against better teams, you're generally forced to make a lot more tackles, which leads to fatigue and it has an impact in the last quarter of the game. But nothing much to choose between both these teams so far, isn't it, Romario? So we can expect a really close contest.
Indeed, a dismal recent form by both teams. Just Police with that single win and Navy with that draw. As we look at the table, CR sit pretty on top with 31 points. 5 out of 6 games have been won with a single loss. Kandy unbeaten, CH unbeaten. Havelocks have faced 1 defeat and a draw, and that's why they find themselves in 4th position. But I think this time around, Abdullah, a more tighter top 4, and even the team in 5th position, well, they too will be pushing for a top 4 finish.
Yes, definitely. I think it's been a really keenly contested affair this season thus far. CHNFC have definitely lifted their game and probably have been the surprise package thus far in this Maliban Inter-Club Rugby League. But again, just coming to today's game, Police and Navy Sports Club just haven't been able to get their act together. And you can see Police just with that 1 win against Sri Lions to show for their efforts, while Navy yet haven't been able to notch up a win. So we'll be desperate to get on the board today. And overall, I think more than, while the result is important, they will also look for a good performance that will set them up for the remainder of the season.
Indeed, they will no doubt be seeking for some form to kickstart their season, because up to now, nothing really has gone their way. The two teams going through their final warm-ups. Before we go any further, we will go in for a quick commercial break and be back with team news and kick-off on the other side.
Muscle Guard Herbal Cream. A herbal cream for rapid relief and complete healing from muscle and joint ailments. Experience rapid relief. A trusted product from Link Natural.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මා ගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Love rugby,
live rugby.
Prima Kotumi, fun tamari.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මා ගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Keep pushing the limits. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get, spray, go.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මා ගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Love rugby,
live rugby.
Prima Kotumi, fun tamari.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මා ගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
වසංගකාරී වෙනුවෙන් අද්විතීය නිමාවෙන් විශ්වාසී ආරක්ෂාවෙන් අසම සම ස්මාර්ට් ඔප්ෂන් සමගින් 125cc බලයෙන් සියල්ලටම ඉහළින් TVS Raider 125 the full option bike.
එතකොට මහත්තයාට උනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මා ගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Keep rising. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get, spray, go.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
එතකොට මහත්තයාට උනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මා ගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Muscle Guard Herbal Cream. A herbal cream for rapid relief and complete healing from muscle and joint ailments. Experience rapid relief. A trusted product from Link Natural.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Keep sweating. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get, spray, go.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න. Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Welcome back to this live telecast brought to you from the Police Park grounds. Navy going back into the sheds to get their jumpers on before we prepare to kick this game off. As we have a look at the results, Abdullah, from this past week. Army, they were in with a shout until CR pulled away with the game. CH pulled away with the game, beg your pardon. CR, they somehow held off Havelocks throughout the game and went on to win in somewhat of a commanding win. Air Force, they came back against Kandy in the fourth quarter, but I think from what the results show, the winners, they convincingly defeated the losers from week 8, Abdullah.
Yes, probably the pick of the games this week was the game between CRNFC and CH. Under lights, a brilliant atmosphere, wasn't it, Romario at London Place? It's a game that produced some good quality rugby, and CRNFC probably just having a bit too much for Havelocks at the end. But then just yesterday, as Kandy Sports Club rushed to a 29 points to nil lead until about the 50th minute, and looked as if they were going to really pile on a big score, but Air Force, to their credit, fought back and managed to accumulate 22 points and just add a bit of respectability to the score. And of course CHNFC went along their merry ways by lodging yet another relatively comfortable victory against the Sri Lanka Army in Panagoda.
Indeed, I think Kandy will not be too pleased with how they ended the game, but they will be happy that they managed to get that all-important W to their name. Police Sports Club early on running through their paces, warming up for this all-important game. Navy Sports Club as well. I think the Sailors will be pushing really hard to get their first win of this campaign. They did draw against Havelocks, like Abdullah said early on, but from then on it has been all downhill for them. Police Sports Club, they played fairly well against Sri Lions, but against the big guns, they have been pretty much non-existent.
Yeah, that's right. And just looking at the Navy lineup, we'll probably discuss it a bit more once the lineups are put on board Romario, but they have got a new Fijian recruit into their ranks, Lepani Tivani Javagu. So they will definitely look at using him and trying and get the ball into his hands as much as possible in their endeavor to make that first win of the season. But again, just as you can see, wonderful conditions here at Police Park. Clear blue skies, nice breeze going across the ground, very pleasant conditions. And this is the Navy outfit. The prop forwards Kavisha Amarasekara, Pradeep Ranavira and Ramisha Dilshan. The second rows are Saibo Sabri and Kavisha Vijayaratna. The third rows Apurva Vijay Singha, Isuru Pereira and Denuan Vikrama Rache. The halves combination will be Kujana Kulatunga and Isuru Kongaha Watta. The center combination, the new Fijian recruit as mentioned earlier, Lepani Tivana Vu and Chiranta Kalua Rache. The back three will be Amita Madhushankar, Tilana Veerasinghe and Kalpa Lakmina. The replacements, Sanjeeva, Abdullah Epa, Rajanayaka Piri, Sansoni Jailat and Nimsika.
Yeah, indeed. They'll no doubt be hoping that the foreigner will inject some much needed impetus for Navy Sports Club and for Kandy. Well, Ashan Dalin, Vihanga Shavin and Hafiz Tawit start off in the front rows. Vimukti Perera, Mohan Vimaratna continue in the second rows with Chamat Iroshan, Shanaka Harishchandra and Samira Jayasinghe round off the forwards. Chaduranga Chandrasekhara will be partnered with a new number 10 in the number 27 jumper Avishka Hiran at fly half. Rukshan Madhushankar and Vihanga Pivituru. Well, he has made somewhat of a surprise switch from the forwards into the centers, and it'll be Sujan Koditu Akku, Himasha Ramita Himasha Radha and Prince Chamara moving from 13 to the fullback position. Sandeepa Fernando, Edrisurya Sanjula, Kalhara, Edrisinghe, Taruga and Akash will be the finishers for Police Sports Club. I think Police will be hoping that the personal changes at 10 and 15 will inject some venom into this game, as we see Ravin Alexander will be the man in charge with Charni Lianage and Udara Lakshan on the touchlines with Shamrat Fernando in the hot seat of TMO.
Yes, that's right, Romario. Prince Charmara making his way back into the team after being dropped last week, and Police probably missed his services, particularly with the boot, isn't it? So they'll welcome him back, but probably will be expect him to be a bit more controlled and make better decisions when under pressure. Interesting that they put him at the back, isn't it? Probably feel that he could create a bit more impact from the counter-attack, as well as bring him into the game through his boot whenever necessary.
Indeed, and I think even against CH, Police brought Vihanga Pividuru from the forwards into the centre position to stop the massive Fijian, and even in this game I think that's the same tactic that they are using to stop this massive man in the number 33 jumper. But Police will be in their changed in their away strip, the white jumper, while Navy Sports Club in their customary blue jumper. Both teams winless and will be pushing for that first win, Abdullah.
Yes, especially Navy. I think Police have just managed to notch up a win against Sri Lions, I believe. Navy are yet to do so, so it won't be easy. Coming here to Police Park, never an easy task. As referee Ravin Alexander just preparing, inquiring from Police whether they're ready to receive the kickoff.
Indeed, Abdullah, thanks for correcting me. Police with a single win will be looking to make it 2. Tilina Veerasinghe puts it into the 22, collected by Prince Chamara as he puts a boot to ball straight away and clears his lines, takes play about 30 meters away from his try line, and straight away Police will have to defend this Navy onslaught.
Number one.
Yes, Prince Chamara immediately into the game. Finds touch,
Straight
just
line,
about
Right, straight line.
right on the 40-meter mark. Pradeep Ranavira with the throw in.
Good.
Not clean ball, although they have managed to win it. Ball being taken up into contact.
Okay, roll away, White.
Right on the halfway mark. Pass not finding hands, but no harm done as Navy. That's a nice mini break by Charicharanta Kaluarachi. Now Navy trying to create another phase, but that's a really good hit by Mohan Vimalaratna. But Navy managed to recycle ball. Now making a half break is Amarasekara. Quick recycle ball. Now they've got the ball into Lepani's hand, but he's well held by the Police defense. Fortunately, knocked on by Kongahawata. But there's some really good initial defense by Police, rushing up, not allowing Navy to get beyond the gain line, and eventually forcing the error by from the Navy fly half.
Indeed, I think Isru Kongawat will be kicking himself straight away. An apologetical hand going up. An okay pass, just took his eyes off the ball at the last moment as the Police and the Navy coaching staff looks on. Now feeding the ball into the scrum is Chaturanga. Horrendous scrum, but somehow digs it out to Avishka. Wraparound ball coming as Avishka Iran puts boot to ball and pierces the defense, but Tilina up to the task. Not the best of passers, however, cleaned up by the winger Madhushankar, Amit Madhushankar that is. Navy Sports Club, however, deep inside their own 22. Will be looking for one face to clear their lines. Isuru Kongawat opting to run from inside their own half as a massive bump off on the Police centre as he's told to sit down by the big Fijian Navy Sports Club, well, keeping the ball in hand from inside their own 22 and opting to run. Still with possession, but Kongawatha says enough is enough as he puts a deep kick. And now Police Sports Club, through their big number 26, Viyanka Pivithuru that is, takes it up into contact. The big forward converted into the centres. Now Police Sports Club keep it close with their big forwards. Shanaka Harishchandra trying to prepare, clear it, make a bit of an angle for the clearance kick, but Prince Chamara straight into the graceful hands of Thilina Veerasinghe as his kick is fielded by Avishka Hiran, cleaning things up, but he calls for a mark.
Yes, well, it'll be interesting to see what the young police fly half does from this. He called the mark, but doesn't have much of an angle to work with, so we'd have to say that it was a net gain for Navy. As Prince Chamara just puts it into touch, but doesn't gain much ground. Line out just outside the 22.
A great passage of play by both teams, keeping the ball alive, but that would have no doubt gassed the two teams. As Navy Sports Club though, a net gain, and now preparing to throw it to the line out on the 22-meter line. With Prince Chamara just guiding the traffic. Pradeep will be the man preparing to throw into this line out, but we are waiting for a ball on the field.
Ball.
Isuru Kongawatha delivering the ball to Pradeep into a shortened line out by Navy Sports Club with their Fijian in the centre field, but a horrendous throw there by Pradeep Ranavira. Crooked as Denuan Vikramarachi.
Yes, well, I think the hookers just need to keep in mind the wind that is prevalent here at Police Park. As you can see from the linesman's flag as well, isn't it, Romario? Very strong wind blowing across. So not quite sure whether you want the ball to be hanging too long in the air, in the throw-in. It's got to be probably low and flat as much as possible.
Indeed, zipped in is what the call of the hour will be. But now Police with Chandrasekhara feeding that scrum. Good pressure coming in by both teams. But Chandrasekhara gives it to Prince. Puts in a high up and under. Wobbly old kick collected by the Navy Sports Club winger as he steps through the defence. That's a Lakmina in the number 26 jumper. Now Pradeep to that big number 8, trying to fend off his opposite number, his opponent rather, but bundled into touch.
Yeah, well, that was not good game management by Navy at all. They knew they were going along the touch line, so someone needed to cut in and create another phase. Just kept running and just bundled into touch. So a bit of lack of awareness by Police by using that short side from that phase.
Number 1.
Have a look at that once again. Lovely counter-attacking run by Lakmina, evading a couple of defenders, going into touch. And here is where the correct decision needed to be made, Romario. They went on the short side, but just were not good enough to stay in play.
Line out secured by Police, Mohan Vimalratna that is, as the maul is set up. Not in the best of field positions, but Chandrasekhara goes digging in, trying to clear it. However, it's been charged down as it's been a knock-on by Police Sports Club. So some good pressure coming in by Navy Sports Club, and now they live to fight yet another attack inside the Police 22, Abdullah.
Yes, some good work at the breakdown. Always applying the pressure on the Police 8. And eventually leading to an error. So a scrum just outside the 22, And a great attacking platform here as we have a look at that once again. The ball had disintegrated, isn't it, Romario? So the scrum half could come up. Some good pressure by Kujana Kulatunga to block that kick. And now we have the feed into the scrum. Konga Hawata gets it out to Kapeni, who just draws another player and gets it out. This could very well be the first score. But really needed to show a bit more intensity. Amit Madhusanka was in two minds. Should have done better. But if you just have a look at that again, Romario, the police defense were very concerned about Lepeni. Two players coming in, and Veera Singha joining to form the overlap. This is where Kujana really needed to have done better. Had ample room, but nonetheless, maybe yet have a line out in their favour.
Ramit Himash made a hash of that tackle, but somehow now the line out secured by Navy Sports Club just in front of this com box here. The Sailors trying to go in hard, keeping their forwards, using the ball with their big forwards as an advantage is coming, and now turn in, swivel in. Will he get the ball down? No, he doesn't. That's Kavishka Vijayaratna. But the referee is going back for the advantage. Says that the line was offside. Now quick tap taken. Here's the Navy Sports Club in search of their first. Has he wriggled his way to the floor? Question marks. Vijay Singh Apurva, that is. Decision time for the referee. The looks of it up.
ground in makar we atte na mage on field decision is not right, is held up. TMO, my on field decision is not right. Just want to check on the ground in place.
Okay, we'll have a look. Can I have the last in-goal tackle?
Referee says his on-field decision is not a try, and whether there is
Taylor play වැටෙන්නෙම අනිත් පැත්තට. No grounding. I think I have my decision. There's no grounding this, so I will stand my original decision.
Yes, Alex, go ahead with your decision. It's clear.
Okay, I agree.
Supported by Chamati Roshan. Both of them just
So no try.
managing to
Going back with the
prevent
in-goal 22.
Navy player from grounding the ball. So it will be a in-goal 22 dropout. Some good desperate defense by the Cops there.
indeed a desperate defense by the Cops, but I think the Sailors, they could have been a bit patient and worked their way around it. However, that's that. Prince Chamara in the number 13 jumper, lining up at fullback, preparing to take this goal line dropout. Goes high, gets more height than distance. Let bounce by the police winger. However, here's the big Fijian, bustling, bumping his way forward. Quick ball, looking for options, looking for support players. Finds it in the form of the big number 3 Vijayaratna. Navy Sports Club still opting to keep that ball alive through their big flank Apurva. Now police have done really well in defense, made it a maul. The ball has been stolen. Vihanga Pivituru by the looks of it in that number 26 jumper. Taken back in, so does not have the option of going out on the full. And that's exactly what Prince Chamara does. And well, the police players, they are not doing themselves any favours, Abdullah.
Well, so much good work done at that maul time, especially by that man, Pivituru. But absolute lapse of concentration by Prince Chamara, just putting it into touch when you could very clearly hear the referee shouting out, say, taken back in. As a result, it will be a line out just outside the 22 as we have a look at that once again. Very clearly the pass by Chandrasekhara was outside as Navy managed to win the line out, trying to create another phase. Police applying a lot of pressure at the breakdown, but Navy do well to hold on to possession. Now looking to attack along the fringes. Amarasekhara making some good ground with a bit of help.
Going down. You are catcher. You can't go down.
Referee Alexander very clear in calling that out, saying that the Latcher has to stay on his feet, which wasn't the case.
10.
So a bit of a reprieve here for Police.
Police Sports Club quite lucky to win the penalty, but yet another error by Prince Chamara. Here's the big man, and now he loses the ball forward. So an error late and first 12 minutes, Abdullah. Navy Sports Club getting so many opportunities, however unable to find that all elusive early points.
Yes, just losing the ball in contact was Lapeni. It's a good tackle by Samir Jayasinghe, the open side of Police.
Number 6. Bye.
So it will be
Steady.
Chandrasekhara with the feet. Taking the ball out to Sela Hiran. Now they're spreading the ball out wide, not much room to work with. Dink inside to keep the ball available. Veerasinghe does well, or doesn't actually, just has a foot in touch. So Police enter Navy territory.
Police Sports Club, well, they'll be a bit lucky to be winning that line out. Thilina and his support players did really well, but unfortunately Veerasinghe found his leg striking the touchline. Shavin Vihanga, throw collected. Avishka Hiran gives it to the big man, the big lock forward in fact. But the referee is going all the way forward for an advantage, says that the defensive players were not 10. However, yet again another knock on, and possession changes hands, Abdullah.
Yes, well, that was good thinking by Chaturanga, but probably the rest of the supporting Police players were not in sync with what was happening. I think young Asela needed to have done better with that pass.
Crouch.
He's got to stick to the basics instead of Maria.
Set.
The player passing to, there was a no-look pass. No one there.
Break.
So Police trying to apply a bit of pressure at the scrum.
Boys. Set again. One. 10 on. Right? Harry? Okay? Clear?
Referee passing on a message to the front rows, telling them that once they're set, they need to hold steady until the ball comes in.
Bind.
Kujana Kularachi gives it out to Kongavatta as he puts his educated left boot to good use. Prince Chamara now with nothing really on, puts in a high up and under. Ramita Himash contests, wins the up and under, brought down by Veerasinghe. as Chandrasekhar spots the space at the back. Now chase on for Police Sports Club. Will they reach it? No, they don't, as the Navy player, has he taken it in? By the looks of it, he has, and it'll be a 5 meter scrum, Abdullah, for Police Sports Club. So good passage of play coming to an end with Police receiving an attack in scrum.
Yeah, but what a wonderful bit of work by Himash Ramita. Just watch the chase by him. I think it was the kick before that. Of course, second time around it was Pivituru who made that chase from the base kick. Chandrasekhar with the feed to the scrum. 5 meter scrum. First real attacking opportunity for Police in this game.
You're set.
Use it is the call. Skipper Harish Chandra taking the ball up. It's good committed defense by Navy.
Advantage, side entry.
Side entry is the
Number
call,
6.
so it's an advantage for Police.
Stay back, stay back, stay back.
Again
Side
attacking
entry.
along the pitch. Once
Number
again,
3.
new penalty. Again, Police attacking along the fringes. Now they decide to go out wide. Konga spoils that move, but they'll come back for the advantage.
2 side entries there by Vijay Singh and Vijay Ratna
Side entry.
for Navy Sports Club. The referee clearly instructing
White captain. White captain.
Vijay Singh to come out to stop because he was entering incorrectly. However,
Side entry by
he
number 3 and
decided
number 6. Scrum down, white
to
ball.
continue, and now scrum ball, attacking scrum position for Police Sports Club, as that's what they have opted from that penalty. And again in prime attacking position, Abdullah.
Yes, another bite of the cherry for the Police here.
Bye.
Second 5 meter scrum within a few minutes.
Steady.
Good short side to work with as well. Police trying to impose their 8, but not much movement, so they decide to go to the short side and clinically work move there. It's Sujan Kodituaku who goes over for Police's first try. Good hands, just basic stuff, wasn't it, Romario? Very well executed.
Indeed, Commercial Bank try number 1, and it goes away of Police Sports Club. Sujan Kodituaku is the beneficiary, as he ran a great line of Vihanga Pivituru, and he finds himself dotting down for the first Commercial Bank try, as Police Sports Club strike first on their home paddock.
Yes, what was good about that move was the simplicity of the whole thing, wasn't it? Everyone running straight lines, giving Kodituaku the opportunity to run between the two players, running that very difficult angle to stop when you're just a few meters away from the try line, and he falls over for the first score of the game.
Only 10 seconds.
So chance here for Prince Chamara to add the extra points. Strikes it well, and it's over.
1 minute
So
break, 1
as
minute.
we complete the first quarter,
1
it's
minute for the
Police who go into the lead 7 points to nil. And you'd have to say, Romario, that was against the run of play, because the majority of that first quarter was very much dominated by Navy Sports Club. But it's Police who have something to show for their efforts at this first water break.
Certainly, Navy Sports Club will be kicking themselves. They had multiple opportunities to get on the board, but failed with each one. However, Police Sports Club, on the second time of asking from that 5 meter scrum, they find themselves going over for a perfect 7. And at the first break, It's Police with a slender 7-point advantage.
So just waiting for play to recommence after short water break. That's Mohammad Mushtaq, new member of the selection panel at the ground. Just having a look at the prospects for the national team.
And Rukshani as well, another selection committee panel member. Naveen Kanishka looking on as his teammates from Police Sports Club going to the lead. But now is the all-important restart collection, and they should be looking to clear their lines as Veerasinghe puts it deep. Prince Chamara takes his own cool time and makes no mistake in finding touch. Well executed by Prince. Nothing fancy. Took his time and cleared his lines, Abdullah.
Yes,
Number one.
that's an area where Police could do better. Just need to play the game away from the 22. Although they are leading 7 points to nil, majority of their first quarter, Navy were pretty much in the 22, were just not clinical enough to put the finishing touches to their moves. As we have a look at another short line out by Navy, winning some good clean ball, taking it up into contact.
No, release it now, rock form. Safe.
Spreading it out wide. Oh, lovely dummy by Sabri Saibo.
You can't drive.
And once again, Ravin Alexander
Number 8.
penalizing
Drive karanga na
Navy.
dive karne pa.
That you can drive through, but you got to stay on your feet is the call. And Isuru Pereira is the person who has been penalized.
I think he will be kicking himself off that great break by Saibo. If my memory serves me right, the former Zaira College second row. But Isuru, well, intentions right. But now here's Prince Chamara with yet another horrendous touch finder. Quick ball for Navy Sports Club, beg your pardon. As their big forwards, third row players, take it up into contact. Now Isuru Kongawata finds the foreigner as he sends it out through the hands. Here's Saibo again, coming in clutch for Navy Sports Club with a few breaks. However, the Police defense is up to the task. But the offload to Isuru. And now namesake Kongawata puts it into touch and bounces it well into touch. And by the looks of it, it is a 50-22, Abdullah.
Yes, it is indeed. So some really intelligent play by the Navy fly half, identifying a bit of space at the back of Police's defense. It is right on the 50-meter mark, so it was good.
Time back on. Yama. Yama.
Pradeep Ranavira with the throw in. Again, just not being able to judge the wind.
What do you want? Captain.
Smart work by Police as well, Romario, deciding to contest. So a lot of pressure on the hooker to ensure that the throw-in is straight. Yes, very clearly you could see the ball going to the left side of the shoulder of the Navy player.
And rightly said, Abdullah. Police, they have to just throw the jump up in the air. And if that is not straight, the call will come in favor. And that's exactly what they did. And now with another opportunity for them to clear their lines.
So Chandrasekhara, penalty against the Navy for driving upwards. Driving upwards is the call. So another opportunity for Police to get out of their 22. Now this is where Navy just have got to be a bit more clinical, isn't it, Romario? Probably had dominated the territory 90% of this game thus far, but just haven't been good enough to put the finishing touches to whatever moves they have launched. But that was a really good touch finder by Prince Chamara on this occasion. Right on the halfway mark.
This time around going for that spiraling touch finder, Prince Chamara, and executes it perfectly on that occasion, taking play back onto the 50-meter mark with a shortened line out. Police Sports Club, Vihanga hits his man, Eroshan that is. Now Avishka, drop shot, and here's an opportunity for Navy Sports Club. The advantage has been called over. However, another soft knock on that breakdown. A bit over eager and anxious to play the ball soon, quickly, and I think that's what spoils the play for Navy Sports Club, Abdullah.
Yes, well, Dilshan Rishmina probably hasn't seen as much room, and the try line so open at his beckoning. Brilliant anticipation. Chamadita just getting back to make that tackle. Just a little bit of communication. I think it needed to be a good placement on the ground by Rishmina.
Crouch! Bind!
So scrum for Police. Once again, we'll be looking to clear their lines. Maybe this time applying a bit of pressure, but much more legally.
Advantage.
Another unfortunate knock on.
Tight call there. Be interesting to see if we can have a replay of that.
Yes, Navy skipper Denuwan Wickramarachchi, in the process of trying to pick the ball, just knocked it on. Unfortunate, but good pressure applied by the scrum of Navy, forcing the wheel and exposing the scrum off, and some good hustling work by Kujana Kulatunga, Navy number 9.
Now Chandrasekhara, this time around, will be looking for a bit of safety near the scrum, and that's exactly what he gets from inside the 22. Does have the option of going out on the full, does Prince Chamara, and puts a bit of breathing space between the two teams, Abdullah.
Yes, well, I think Navy need to start converting some of this possession and territorial advantage that they've had this far in this game onto the scoreboard, because the longer they continue in this way and wasting opportunities, it's going to come to haunt them later on. And even thus far, Navy have probably, Police have probably just got into the Navy 22 only once, and they have made it count. Now Navy with an opportunity. It's Apura Vijay Singh taking the ball up. Saibo has done really well. He's carried really well for his team. Again going along the touch lines. Good pressure by Police at the breakdown, but Navy do well to hold on to possession. Okay, the ball being recycled. Brilliant anticipation by Mohan Vimaratna. Navy almost in the halfway mark, and it's Lepeni who tries to make a bit of inroads, but the Police defense stands strong. And now it's Kavi Shamarasekara.
Stay.
And it's Isuru Pereira winning the penalty for his team for a high tackle. A kick ahead with not much success. So referee Alexander will come back for the high hit. So what do you think the call will be here, Romario? Interesting what they'll look to do. Generally teams haven't been in favor of taking the 3, but Navy will look to try and get some points on the board, you'd have to say, or will they go towards the touch?
I think they should point at the posts, Abdullah. They need to get the scoreboard ticking. That's exactly what Kongawata and Veera Singh decide. Massive collision there by Amarasekara on Vimukti Pereira, but from the ensuing phase is where the high tackle came. Just his hand sliding up was erosion on Pereira, the big number 8. And now Veera Singh with the opportunity to pierce the posts, get the scoreboard ticking.
10 seconds.
Takes his own cool time, measures and makes no mistake, does Thilina Veera Singh, as he kick-starts Navy Sports Club's comeback. 3 points on the board with 30 minutes down.
Yes, the veteran fullback putting points on the board for the Sailors. It was a very short run up towards the ball, but struck it well, safely sailing through the posts. So Navy will feel much better getting their first points of the game.
They will feel a bit at ease, but now it's as important as scoring is clearing their lines. And well, usually your coaches tell you not to kick the ball to the opponent's best players, and that's exactly what Prince Chamara did, straight in the graceful grasp of Isuru Kongawata, and he makes no mistake with clearing his lines, Abdullah.
Yes, so interesting to see how Navy will respond to getting their first points of the game. They really have dominated territory and position in this half thus far, isn't it? So probably will be yet a bit disappointed that they are trailing, but still long way to go in this game. Maul formed is a call, so that collapse was illegal.
No advantage. Going back to the penalty. Maul already formed. Collapse. Maul already
So very
formed.
clear instructions and reasoning by Ravina Alexander, explaining why the penalty was given. You can drag the player down, provided the maul is not formed. So on that occasion, according to the referee Alexander, the maul was formed. As we have a look at that once again, yes, you can see already the bind was on. So very clear on why the penalty was given.
Saibo on that occasion just a bit too late to dismantle that maul early on before it sets. But now Vihanga hits his target. This time around, the players break. Skipper Shanaga Harishchandra, that is, from the tail of the maul. Now Police Sports Club go into the 22. However, a kick put in by Prince Chamara, not the best of it. And straight away they come back. And there's some good work there on the floor by the winger Lakmina for Navy Sports Club. And now, from defending their own try line, Navy find themselves inside the Police half and with a penalty.
Yes, once again you'd have to wonder whether that was the correct option by Prince Chamara. Would have done well to hold on to possession, just create another phase, show a bit of patience, deciding to go for the chip ahead and ricocheting off one of the Navy defenders' body. And once again, Navy making an entry into the Police 22. Not quite sure what the thinking there was, because that kick ahead was never on. The defense was pretty much up on Chamara. And some good cleaning up work by Gulshan Madhushankar. Navy win that line out. Carried forward by Isuru Pereira. Possession recycled. Again attacking along the fringes.
Okay, release it.
Makes a few meters.
Stay back, stay back.
This time Police defense standing strong. Again Police, or rather Navy, changing the point of attack. Apurna Vijay Singh taking the ball up. Now Navy about to unleash their three quarters, but Police defense standing strong. This time carried forward by Vijay Ratna. Again Navy attacking along the fringes, showing good patience. And once again penalized for going off their feet, not for the first time.
Number 5.
It's Sabri Saibo.
Okay?
So it's very clear, isn't it, Romario, the reasoning that referee Alexander has given. Looks like he's going to be very strict on that aspect of the game. And it's up to the players to adapt and make the necessary adjustments, because if a referee is going to continuously make that call and consistently do so, it's absolutely important for the players to heed it. Once again, Prince Chamara misses touch. He's had a horrendous first half with his touch finders. And Amit Madhushankar taking the ball up, maybe with another attacking opportunity. Isuru Pereira again, another strong run by the Navy number 8. And Apurna taking the ball up. That's a really good pick and go by the Navy fly half, Konga Hawata, for Navy's first commercial bank try. Celebrating before the ball is being placed, and eventually places the ball. So probably no one saw that coming. And Konga Hawata identifying a bit of a lapse in concentration at the breakdown and the fringe defense of Police Sports Club. Picks and goes. A yawning gap there. And Konga Hawata having enough pace to go comfortably under the post. And just running a few seconds more, giving a few high fives to his teammates before touching down. And Veera Singh makes no mistake with the conversion. So Navy, for the first time in this game, taking the lead 10 points to 7.
Indeed, they'll be elated to be taking the lead at this in the dying embers of this first half. But yet again, goes to show what an educated player Isuru Kongawate is. Always looking forward, scanning his opponents, scanning for moments to break the line. And he saw it, and he's not missing out. He's too good a player to miss out, as Veera Singh adds the extras. And now Police find themselves trailing. Prince Chamara's error concedes points as he takes the restart. And running straight and hard is the big man Amarasekara. Makes some good meters, and now Kongawat puts in a high kick. Prince Chamara well positioned to collect it, but has he taken it back? Is the question, Abdullah. But well, that's half time from Police Park. And after a first half dominated by Navy Sports Club, they went down to a try through Sujan Kodituakku. However, a try by Isuru Kongawatha and 2 kicks, 1 a penalty and 1 a conversion sees Navy Sports Club going to half-time with a 3-point slender lead. Half-time score confirmation: Navy Sports Club 10, Police Sports Club 7. We will go in for a quick commercial break and be back with highlights of the first half and second half action on the other side.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi Fun Tamari.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මා ගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මා ගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
සිත් සත්සරය කළඹා සතුටක් ඉපදිලා මල් මන්දහසේ ජීවිතයට ලං කළා. සතුටේ පැහැයන් සොයා අතුරා සිටින සංසා මන්සල එලි කළා.
ලංකෙන් රුපියලක් සතුටෙන් උපන් බෑයක අසිරිය.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මා ගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
අසම සම ස්මාර්ට් ඔප්ෂන් සමගින් 125cc බලයෙන් සියල්ලටම ඉහළින් TVS Raider 125, the full option bike.
Keep pushing the limits. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get, spray, go.
එතකොට මහත්තයාරුනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මා ගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
අසම සම ස්මාර්ට් ඔප්ෂන් සමගින් 125cc බලයෙන් සියල්ලටම ඉහළින් TVS Raider 125, the full option bike.
Love Rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi Fun Tamari.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Keep sweating. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get, spray, go.
අසම සම ස්මාර්ට් ඔප්ෂන් සමගින් 125cc බලයෙන් සියල්ලටම ඉහළින් TVS Raider 125, the full option bike.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
keep rising. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get, spray, go.
Welcome back to this second half. Live action coming from Police Park. And the home team, well, they find themselves trailing to Navy Sports Club, who struck back in the dying embers. As they went in to this half-time with a slender 3-point lead, Abdullah.
Yes, as we have a look at that, the highlights of the first half. Police against the run of play, would have to say, getting the first points on the board through Sujan Kodituaku. Good conversion by Prince Chamara. Navy struck back initially with a penalty from Veera Singha, and then on the stroke of half-time, Konga Hawata just finding a bit of space on the fringe of a breakdown and going over for Navy's first commercial bank try, and fullback Veera Singha making no mistake with the conversion to give Navy a 10 points to 7 lead at half-time. But just considering the level of dominance, both in terms of possession as well as territory, Romario, I think Police will be pretty happy that it's just a 3-point deficit at the breather.
Indeed, certainly they will be, because Navy Sports Club did dominate possession and territory in that first half. However, unfortunately, they just find themselves only 3 points in the lead. It took them about 30 minutes to get off the mark, but after they did score points at a rapid pace. But they will be hoping to carry that momentum through to the second half as well, Abdullah.
Yeah, that's right. And I think the most important aspect is just to show a lot of patience when they're executing their game plan. Sometimes they just tend to rush the issue or force the issue a bit too much, and results in errors. You can see the invitees at Police Park for this encounter. So still everything to play for in this second half. Navy looking to notch up their first win of the season, while Police will look to get a win on their part and just try and climb up that table a bit. both these teams admittedly will probably find it a bit difficult to make it into that club segment, but still a lot to play for, because remember, there's a plate segment as well, and points that are accumulated in this first round will be carried on into that super round as well. So everything to play for these teams.
Plenty left to play for both teams, not only in this second half, but throughout the season to come. And by the looks of it, Police Sports Club have made a change. Shanaka Harishchandra finds himself going to the bench as Kalhara has been sent on to make an impact. Former Kandy player Heshan Kalhara hoping to make an impact straight away as he comes onto the field of play.
Okay, play on.
It'll be Prince Chamara to kick off for this second half. A high hanging kick into the hands of the foreigner Lopeni as he bumps off one, sits down Chaturanga, but unhappy there is Hafiz Thabit.
Yes. High tackle ka, high tackle. Okay like high tackle. Okay like high tackle. Yeah? Okay. Good back. High tackle.
Penalty come in the way of Navy Sports Club.
Number 28.
Yes, tempers flaring just after the breather. Strong run by Lopeni, and was brought down by Hafiz Thabit, but illegally. It's a high tackle as adjudicated by referee Alexander, and Veera Singh from the penalty drives play into police half. So we have a look at that once again. Lopeni, who was very quiet in that first half, making an immediate impact, does very well to stay on his feet. Good strong lower body strength, and a bit of a swinging arm there by Hafiz Thabit. Now Isuru Pereira taking the ball up. Good recycle position. Kongawatu looking for that half gap, doesn't find it. Play switched around by Kulatunga. Once again, Navy attacking along the fringes. Ranavira. Pereira makes some good ground. Strong run by the Navy number 8. It's been really good for the Sailors today. Once again attacking along the fringes is Rishmina. This is good by Navy, showing good patience. Now it's Vijay Ratna. Ruck formed is a call, so Vimala Ratna has to let it go. Then one, Vijay Singh takes the quick tap. 10 OK is the call, so play will go on. Navy now attacking along the fringes. But on this occasion, penalized for holding on.
He's not the tackler. 10 okay.
So good work there by Kalhara, who has come off the bench. Heshan Kalhara getting in there and winning a penalty just at the correct moment. His Navy looked under a lot of, the police looked under a lot of pressure. Prince Chamara sends play outside the 25. Strong run by the Navy skipper. It was from the ensuing ruck where the penalty was awarded. So line out for Police. Vihanga with the throw in.
Okay, good.
It's a good clean take by Jayasinghe. Now Police trying a driving maul, make good ground. Maybe trying to regroup. Side entry is the call. So Hafiz Thabit breaks along the side. Still it's an advantage. Prince Chamara spinning ball out wide. Vihanga unfortunately not being able to hold on to the ball, so they'll come back for the penalty. Side entry is the call at the mall. Number 3, guilty party, Kavishka Vijayratne.
Navy Sports Club will be kicking themselves. They had the Police under the pump at the opposite end, but now with a couple of penalties, Police Sports Club find themselves going into their opponent's half, and with an opportunity now to put Navy under pressure.
Mark. Number 1. Make over. Sudden. Okay.
Nice clean line out by Police. Now just trying to start a driving ball, but they managed to win themselves a penalty. Once is the call by referee Alexander.
Okay,
so it's a free run here for Police. They're good enough to make use of it. Chamara getting the ball out to Koditoako, kicking ahead, but not successful.
No advantage.
So there is no advantage there. They'll come back for the penalty.
Navy Sports Club on a couple of occasions infringing at the mall, and now from inside the Police red zone they find themselves being marched backwards into their own 22, with the Prince Chamara having the opportunity to pin them down deep inside their own 22, and that's exactly what they do, what he does rather, as Navy Sports Club now, where we all know what Police will be bringing out. Full 8-man line out with Heshan Kalhara in the scrum half position. So by the looks of it, it's a foregone conclusion that the maul will be set up. Abdullah Vihanga Shavin preparing to throw, hits his target, and here's the maul. Kalhara and Shavin with the ball at the tail of the maul, breaking away. Good defensive work by Navy Sports Club, but here's Heshan Kalhara. Will he go down? Well, he's just a few meters short from the try line. Police Sports Club with a big number 5, Vimukti Pereira, that is. Now Hafiz Thabit, but he is driven back and put on his backside by the big number 8 of Navy Sports Club. Police with an advantage. Mohan Vimalaratne trying to make headway, but he is brought down. Heshan Kalhara, he too is well brought down. Now Chandrasekhar to the line. A bit of a chip kick tried, but the referee says no advantage. Prince Chamara trying to catch the opponents off guard. Yes, he does. And he goes over for the second Commercial Bank try. Prince Chamara, after being under pressure throughout the first half, he has struck back at his critics. Abdullah.
Yes, well, a bit of quick thinking. Probably Navy thought that once it went into Chamara's hands that he'll look for touch, but he had other ideas. Took the quick tap, taking the Navy defense unawares, and Navy just a little bit late to react to that, and barging over despite a valiant effort by Kavishka Vijayratne to halt him. And Police go into the lead, 12 points to 10 with the conversion to come.
Preparing to convert his own try. He will have to bring it around, and that's exactly what he does. Prince Chamara makes no mistake, nearly taking us out here in the com box, but Police Sports Club regain the lead, a 4-point lead as we come to the 50th minute of this game, Abdullah.
It shows what a little bit of confidence can do.
Number 6 and number 11.
Prince Chamara has just not been able to execute his kicks to touch, especially off penalties, well enough. And his place kicking hasn't been of the highest order as well, but just that try, feel good factor, confidence coming back, and nails that touchline conversion to extend Police's lead to 14 points to 10.
Number 6. Number 6.
Changes coming in for Navy Sports Club. Coach Danushka Boteju will be hoping for an injection of pace from the fresh legs. Tilina taking his time, goes high, hanging in the air. However, dropped by the Police Sports Club big man. That's Vimukti Perera. Now Navy Sports Club with an opportunity. To the line they go. Here's the skipper taking the ball into contact, making some good headway on the 22-meter line of Police Sports Club, our Navy. Isuru pumping off Heshan Kalhara, and now a penalty advantage coming. Isuru Kongavatta floats it to his outside centre. He does really well to stay on his feet. Quick thinking, Isuru Kongavatta to Amit. Police Sports Club
No, advantage still.
pushed back. However,
No advantage, going back to the penalty advantage.
One pick and drive too many, Navy Sports Club, and now the referee goes back for the penalty advantage. Isuru Kongavatta takes it quickly, drops it short to his big prop forward.
You got the tackler. Ball available.
Ball coming out slowly. Does really well, does Heshan Kalhar to slow things down. The Police defense fans out, expecting the big forwards. Isuru Pereira, apologies for the language. Here goes Navy Sports Club with their forwards, trying to go back into that lead that they conceded just a few minutes ago. Time has been switched off. Not too sure why. By the looks of it, Hafiz Thabit seems to be finding himself
Count again, mate arm ekak naha wage.
in a bit of trouble.
TMO. On the last breakdown, I just want to confirm the white player counter on the ruck.
Okay, Alex, you want no arms tackle, no?
Yeah, correct. Just want to check the counter.
Yeah, we'll have a check. Can I have the last tackle?
Counter ruck at the last breakdown. What sort of an impact will this have? Oh boy.
Shoulder. In my wave, direct shoulder into head.
Thabit, what have you done?
Can I have another look on the same angle, please?
Yeah, can I have another look? Yeah. Same. Can I have another look?
Well, there was arms. I'm just
not this
sure
one,
the
yeah, this
point
one.
of contact, I think, is the bigger worry here. Just have it now. Look at number 23, Lapeni. 33 rather.
Yeah, play for it. ඒක තමයි ඕනේ.
Alex, there's a shoulder charge, number 17. Direct shoulder to head. Yes.
Oklahoma play when then cover. Just want to recheck on the number 28 counter. Same angle, please. Roll it back.
Any other angle?
No arm, shoulder directly hitting
No
the
angles.
face.
Alex, no angles, but you can have a decision. It's dangerous play. Direct shoulder to head.
Any recommendation?
It's no deliberate, but you can go for a yellow card.
So you guys happy with the yellow card? Can I have another look, please? It's with the force, direct shoulder into face. TMO on my weave is with the force, directly shoulder into head. So my recommendation is for a red card.
Okay, you can go ahead, no issue.
So are you happy with my call? It's clear reckless
It's
with the
reckless.
force and directly
No hands.
shoulder
Direct
into
shoulder.
head.
To you, it's a reckless charge?
There's a force, no? It's just a counter. Yeah, we can mitigate. It's with the counter, so I'm happy with the yellow card.
Yes, okay, go ahead.
Made his decision as he makes his way back to convey the message.
Blue captain, white captain, and number 28. Yeah, you're the captain. So it's should be a direct red card because. So I am mitigating one because you are countering it. Yes. So it's a yellow card, penalty for police. So you have for 10 minutes. Penalty for Navy.
Hafiz Thabit
Just hold.
finds himself marching to the
Time back on.
sin bin for that reckless counter-ruck. As here goes Lepani now trying to make an impact straight away. Navy Sports Club playing against a police sports club team that has been reduced to 14 men. Isuru Kongawatta surveying his options, goes to his centre, but he's caught by Sujan Kodituakku and co. Kaluarachi gives it out to his lock forward as Heshan Kalhara makes a tackle. Now Kaluarachi to skipper Denuan. Police Sports Club holding on by the scruff of their teeth. Ramita Himash on that occasion brings down Chiranta Kaluarachi. Navy Sports Club trying to make an impact straight away. Big prop forward shows, takes a couple of defenders with him. Denuan picks, does not make too many meters. Navy Sports Club about 6 meters. The referee clearly saying no hands. Isuru Kongawatta. This time to Tilina, not the best of passers, but he recovers somehow to collect it.
Now release it. Play on.
Referee not too happy with the release on that occasion. Rukshan Madhushankar that was. And another penalty goes the way of Navy Sports Club. Pressure piling on Police Abdullah.
Yes, but you'd have to give credit to the police defense there. They were under immense amount of pressure. Just a bit unfortunate that they seem to have trotted whatever Navy was going to throw at them. Fortunately, referee Alexander very clearly saying to release the ball carrier. Police just probably felt they had the man where they exactly wanted him. But their referee, you can see very clearly saying release the ball carrier. But that advice was not heeded to by I think it was Rukshan Madhushka. Therefore, Navy getting another penalty. So looks like Lepeni is in a bit of strife. And he will make his way off the field. The sub from the police point of view as well. Looks like it's Chamudita, or rather Chandrasekara, who has made way for Hiruka Edirisinga.
Bit of a hamstring niggle for Lepani as he makes way. Feed in the scrum is Kulatunga. Breaks by Isuru. Will he go all the way? No, he's ragdolled to the floor. And he does not release as Mohan Vimalaratna makes his intentions clear. A bit of a word in the ear of Isuru Pereira, that is. But Navy yet again leaving points on the deck, Abdullah, and opportunity after opportunity being missed.
It's a really good touch finder by Prince Charmer as we have a look at that once again. It's a really good break from the base of the scrum by Isuru Pereira. Now this is the point where he needed to have released the ball before getting onto his feet, which wasn't the case. So a little bit of over enthusiasm by the Navy number 8. So it's the throw in for police. Shavin Vihanga finds his man, but second row's pass to the scrum half was not a good one. Nonetheless, police have done well to clear things up. And Edirisinga making a half break. Once again, police just trying to create another phase. Prince Chamara hoiks the ball up high, doesn't gain much ground. It's well corrected by Kujana Kulatunga. Ball goes back in. Konga Hagawata decides to test Prince Chamara, who has made a bit of a meal of it. Referee says it's okay. Konga Hagawata once again just deciding to kick, but nothing in it. Sujan Kodituaku looking to launch a counter attack. Finds Edirisinga. And this is good by police. Good counter attack. Navy defense all over the place. Sujan Kodituaku once again just not making the best of passes. Nice short pass taken in by Pereira. Now Navy trying to win the ball, but police have done well to retain possession. Pirituru sending the ball out wide. Kalhara stays on his feet. Now goes to ground to create another ruck for his team. You can see Navy throwing everything into the breakdown. Police have done well to hold on to possession. This time it's Jayasinghe. Ball recycled once again. Idrisinghe goes on the open side to Kalhara. Nice offload. This is good by police. Slowly but surely gaining ground. Nice dummy by Idrisinghe. Sujan Kodituaku getting the ball at a standstill. Police have done well to retain possession. Ashan Darling taking the ball up. Now taking the ball up is Vihanga. It's all very slow, but the important thing is police are holding on to possession. See Idrisinghe telling his forwards to come in. Just try and make this Navy defense make a few more tackles. Quite sure what that was about. Just picked and fell right on it. Navy trying to disrupt the breakdown and eventually winning the penalty. Great work by Kavisha Amarasekara. It was very passive, you'd have to say, by police at the breakdown. Just not making any effort to speed up the pick and goes from the ruck. Just allowing Navy to stand, just wait for the correct moment. And you'd have to say Kavisha Amarasekara just planned his foray into that breakdown brilliantly to win a penalty for his team. Looks like we have an injury to one of the police players. It's the open side flanker Samira Jayasinghe being attended to.
Indeed, Abdullah rightly said it was quite passive by police, static by police rather. Not really going anywhere forwards, not making meters from the picks and goes. And I think that's what helped the Navy defense fan out and go into the ruck, jack all over the ball at the correct moment. Time has been switched off as the referee gets a bit of run-in repairs. By the looks of it, batteries dying in his communication. But here's the replay there. Tackle was made as now we hear the referee loud and clear. But a good piece of work by Kavisha Amarasekara, getting over the ball in a strong position and makes no mistake. And now it's for Thilina Veerasinghe to find touch.
Penalty for holding on.
Send Navy back again on the attack, because Navy knows that they are playing against 14 men and they need to make this passage of play count, Abdullah.
Listen, so far they just haven't been good enough to make it count. I have to say that police have done well to manage and run the clock down as much as they have without conceding a point while being down a man.
White number 30 off. 7 and 30 wide.
So looks like police will be making a few changes. Ashan Darling will make his way off the field and he'll be replaced by Danushka Edirisuriya.
Time back
Navy
on.
Sports Club with a shortened line out. Pradeep hits his target. Oh, well, he does, as Isuru drops it short to pretty much no one.
No hands, no corn.
Cleaning things up was Udaya Sanjula coming off the bench. Now Edirisinghe points for the box kick, but that was charged down. Now Prince Chamara's kick. Well, finds a hand. No, it doesn't. Edirisinghe just loses the ball forward. Now Kulatunga wins an advantage for a high shot. Or was it?
Number 3 high tackle.
Yes, indeed, it was a high shot by the police number 3. Danushka Edirisuriya, well, coming on the field, and his first contribution was a high tackle in favour of his opponents. Thilana Veerasinghe makes no mistake from the penalty and puts Navy Sports Club back into the police half. And Abdullah, this game, as much as the two teams would have been hoping to play the game in the red zone of the opponents, we see both teams just playing inside the green zone of each team, of their opponents rather.
Yes, well, both teams just haven't been able to get any fluency in their attack whatsoever, as Isuru Pereira once again making a very strong run for his team. Quick recycled ball. Now Navy spreading the ball out wide. Veerasinghe getting the ball out to
release.
Amit. On the short side is Saibo. Brilliant work by the Navy centre. Now police recycling the ball. Prince Chamara getting the ball out to Kalhara, who offloads very nicely. No advantage. Come back for the penalty since Navy hadn't retreated the 10 meters.
Not 10 meters.
Senura Pires, who did brilliantly well at the breakdown on that occasion.
Navy Sports Club did all the work right in defense, but just did not come back 10 meters quick enough, Abdullah.
Yeah, that's right. Pardon me, it was Rukshan Madhushankar was the person who did some brilliant work at the breakdown. And Prince Chamara for the up in time sending play into the Navy half. And Hafiz Thabit back on the field, and police will be pretty pleased that they managed to negotiate those 10 minutes without conceding any points. This was the advantage that was being played. Isuru Pereira getting his hands on the ball, but they came back for the penalty. That's a good steal by Navy. Kujana getting the ball out to his wing three-quarter, running across. Now Navy on the move. Someone's got to straighten out. A penalty awarded there. Lahiru Pivituru.
Penalty after penalty in this game as Police Sports Club through their little number 9. Now Edirisuriya, Danushka Edirisuriya, that is, picks and goes. Here's Hafiz Thabit, fresh from his stint on the bench, in the sin bin rather. Navy Sports Club has done really well to slow the ball down. Edirisuriya caught by Isuru. Here's Kalhara trying to make some headway. Gets in that chicken wing offload. Police Sports Club now from pretty much in front of the upright, just outside the 22-meter line. Forwards getting into the thick of the action. Police Sports Club trying to extend their lead and cement this good position they have in this game against Navy Sports Club. But now Police have found themselves not supporting their body weight at the breakdown, Abdullah.
Yes, well, that's a call. Referee Alexander has been very consistent throughout this game. You'd expect players to have picked that up by now, but that occasion, one of the players not being able to do so. Looks like it's Mohan Vimalaratna, the police lock, who seems to be in a bit of discomfort. It's good to see him back on his feet. So just have a look at this once again, the penalty. That was the pick and go. But Kalhara, he was okay as well. So it was from this, that was the issue. Hafiz Thabit going off his feet, but I don't think could blame him too much. It was the ball carrier really who just went and hit the deck without making any contact.
I think that's where Hafiz Thabit should be experienced enough to just let the ball carrier go in and then join the ruck as the supporting player. But on that occasion he was the player who went right at the back with the ball carrier, and unfortunately as the ball carrier landed and went to flow, there was no chance that Hafiz Thabit was holding his feet, Abdullah.
So to be fair to the police prop, he probably expected his teammate to probably make contact and get a few post-contact meters before going down, but that wasn't the case. So Navy with an opportunity, good clean line out. Isuru Pereira once again taking the ball up.
Ball out, ball out, ball out!
Inside pass. And losing the ball in contact.
And the second account.
It would be interesting to see where the contact was made on that player, because as he made contact he lost his mouth guard as well. The inside pass comes not from, in fact yes, that's the play there, but Rajit Hansoni makes his way onto the field of play, replacing Isuru Kongawat. And what sort of an impact will the former Police and Kingswood player be able to have? 15 minutes or so left in this game.
Set. Break.
Shambles. Abdullah, the scrum is in shambles.
Yes, no one is binding by the looks of it. Probably a bit of fatigue setting in into that front row.
Ediri Surya, the little number 9. Hiruka, that is.
Keep the bind both.
Feeds the ball in. Pressure coming in from both teams, but now they break. Short ball comes in as Sujan gives it back inside to his center. Here's Kalhara running over the defenders, but loose possession.
Advantage going back.
And we will go back for yet another scrum.
Yes, Kalhara losing the ball in contact. Needed to have done better. These are the real errors that will have the coaches pulling their hair out.
Come.
Basic stuff, isn't it? Romario taking the ball into contact. Be good enough to secure the ball. Poor technique, you have to say. Now Navy with an opportunity. Just haven't been able to get into the 22. The ball is passed back.
Okay, don't move.
Sansoni hoiks it high. Now Navy with an opportunity to launch a counter attack. Some good defense by Tilina Veerasinghe.
You have to clear it.
Sanity prevail in the Edri Surya. By the looks of it, wanted to take the quick tap, but his teammates telling him to calm down, mate. Let's put it into touch and build from there.
So good touch finder by Prince Chamara once again, just taking play outside the 22. Have a look at that once again. Ramita Himasha making that break, but good strong defense by the Navy fullback. What referee Alexander was indicating is that he'd need to come through the gate if he was going to counter ruck, which wasn't the case.
Okay, good.
Clean line.
That's fine.
It's a good spoiling work at the line out by Navy. They'll be pretty pleased with that.
Referee Alexander losing a bit of patience.
Clear. Responsibility. Okay, clear. Go back.
Good to see the referee just calming things down, telling the players that they need to get their acts, get a hold of themselves.
Yes, well, Hafiz Thabit needs to be a little bit careful. He's already on a yellow card. One more rush of blood or indiscretion. See his team down to 14 players, and you wouldn't want that happen. With just 4 points in the game and yet 10 minutes to go.
Bye.
So Kulatunga with the feed.
Outside.
Outside is the call, so Navy to try and launch some form of an attack. Sansoni sit down to the field. Prince Chamara hoiks it in there, but has he put it into touch? Yes, he has. By a country mile. Prince Chamara definitely hasn't had one of his better games with the boot today. Just has lacked accuracy.
Indeed, Abdullah. The ones he needs to be kicking out, he does not. And when he does not have the option, that's exactly what he does. Unfortunately, inconsistent form from Prince Chamara, and now he's been substituted out. Pasindu Taruka comes in to the field of play. I think the coaches have had enough of Prince Chamara for today. But now Navy Sports Club, Pradeep Ranavira throwing into a shortened line out, hits his skipper Kulatunga, gives it out to his big number 8, but now he's run out of steam, unfortunately. Kulatunga. Sansoni plays it short to the big lock forward. Quick hands by Kulatunga and Rajasa Sansoni as the big number 12 Senura takes it up into contact. Nothing really happening for Navy Sports Club inside this half. Still opting to run though. Now Isuru tries to break, makes a half break, but he's brought down by the big number 5 Vimukti Pereira with nothing really on. Sansoni now puts boot to ball. The ball bouncing along and it does go dead.
Scrum.
As we have a few supporters on the field of play. But the referee opts to go back to where Rajita Sansoni kicked that ball. And now he puts his team straight away under pressure, Abdullah.
Yes, you're chasing the game and you'd have to say that was a poor option. Either needed to keep the ball in hand, try and create a few more phases and be a bit patient. Or at the very least, the ball needed to be a real up and under. So that was an absolute nothing kick, you'd have to say. It trickled over the dead goal line. And as a result, Navy find themselves in their own half once again.
Edri Surya, Edri Singharada feeding the scrum. To the line they go. Police Sports Club. Very reactive, but Pasindu, he's now ragdolled into touch. And possession changes hands yet again.
Yes, well, it was not going anywhere. You can see Sujan Koditoku a bit annoyed with his fullback. Not quite sure what they were trying to do. There was no aim or purpose in that move whatsoever. Veerasinghe had no problem just bundling his opposite number into touch.
Both teams knackered as Ranavira somehow cleans things up for Navy Sports Club. Rajit Sansoni drops it in. Amit makes a half break, unfortunately brought down by that last ditch ankle tap. Kulatunga, Navy Sports Club on the attack, left behind by the centre Kaluarachi on that occasion. Well, Navy Sports Club, they do have about 6 minutes plus a bit of change, but was that an opportunity for them to put Police under pressure?
Yes, a wonderful bit of play. Lovely angle by Shanaka Jayalat. Recycle ball, but again, have to say, Shiranda Kaluarachi losing the ball once again in contact, giving Police a bit of a reprieve.
Going down to short arm.
Veerasinghe this time did not have the opportunity to feed the scrum in, as a short arm penalty goes the way of the referee. Goes the way of, well, in fact, a long arm penalty goes the way of Police Sports Club, beg your pardon. Pasindu in search of touch. He puts Police Sports Club on the 22. Massive touch find there, Abdul.
Number
It's a good touch find indeed by the Police replacement fullback. Well, should the status quo remain in this game, Romario, Navy will have only themselves to blame, because even in this second half they would at least had about 60 to 65% of possession, a similar amount when it comes to territory, but just haven't been good enough to convert. Remember, they had the advantage of being a man up for 10 minutes in the second half as well. The Police have hung in there. We hung with the throw in. Misses his man. Isuru Pereira takes the ball up. Now Navy is looking for options. This being spread out wide. Veerasinghe taking the ball into contact. Releases the call. Oh, that was a big hit by Shavin Vihanga, but it's legal is the call.
Heshan Kalhar though this time not lucky. The player jumped and Heshan Kalhar too made contact while the player was in the air. 4 minutes says the referee. Referee Ravin Alexander. Rajat Sansoni goes for the longer side of the field, but does really well to find touch. Puts Police just inside the beg your pardon, Navy just inside the Police half, as we see that replay there. Amarasekara leaped up to collect the ball, and at the same time Kalhar made contact.
Number 1.
Again a 3-man shortened line out. No prizes for guessing. Then one will be the target. Kulatunga gives it out to Isuru. He makes a half break. Police Sports Club tracking back. Rajat Sansoni looks for his options, but again a bit of blocking by the man in front. Navy Sports Club for the second time concede a similar penalty, Abdullah.
Yes, second time the referee has pinned the offensive team for obstruction. That's a good touch find by
2.5.
Taruka Pasindu. So have a look at that once again. So Saibo was in front of the defender, or the ball carrier rather. Hence the penalty was awarded. Question is, was there any material impact? Referee Alexander seems to have thought so.
Indeed, a bit of a soft penalty there. But now Police have an opportunity to put the seal on this game. Sack, fine, says the referee. Well, later on he says that he gets a call from his AR that it's not fine. Now Ediri puts in a kick, but straight in the arms of Kulatunga. With the advantage though, we bring play back.
Number 5.
Now it's all about Police Sports Club managing this game, time management and game management, just to put the ball into the corners and while away the time inside their opponent's half.
Thank you.
Yes, time's really running out for the Sailors here as we have a look at that once again. Very nearly, have to say, it was just one of those 50-50 calls that could have gone either way. This time it went in favor of Police. They got an opportunity to just try and run the clock down, which they have done well. Now just trying to form a maul. Brilliant work, you'd have to say, there by the Navy hooker. Pradeep Ranavira, Navy taking the quick tap. They have to throw the kitchen sink here. Running out of time. Taking the ball out wide. Navy have numbers. Deciding to kick ahead. Nicely corrected by Kodituaku. And Police have managed to turn possession over. Could very well be the final play of this game.
Advantage, not rolling away.
Not rolling away is the call. So Police will just look to try and run the clock down. Pasindu taking the ball up. Hafiz Thabit going into contact.
No advantage.
No advantage is a call.
There's a penalty.
So there's a penalty that has to come.
For not crawling away. Number 2. Over.
Yes, and by the looks of it, that's the last play as Pasindu takes a quick tap and puts the ball into touch and brings the game to an end. Well, Pasindu and the referee puts pretty much Navy and Police out of their misery by ending the game. Nothing really happening much in this second half, just that solitary try from Police Sports Club, which saw them getting the lead in the 50th minute, and from then on it has been one-way traffic as neither team has been able to make the breakthrough.
So Romario, we have to make a call on the man of the match. There have been some really good performances from both teams. Honorable mention to Isuru Pereira of Navy, who was outstanding. But we have to give it to someone from the winning team, and I thought the Police 8 was pretty instrumental in how they have gone about their efforts today. I thought the two flankers, Chamat Samira and Chamat Eroshan and Samira Jayasinghe were outstanding, as well as Shavin Vihanga. But overall, I thought at line out time and in the loose as well, Police's veteran second row forward Mohan Vimalaratne was outstanding, and therefore would be a perfect Swiss Tech man of the match for today.
Indeed, Abdullah. Well, he did really well to marshal his forwards, even though it was a slender lead that they got, and they hung on to Mohan Vimalaratne. The lock forward comes away with the Swiss Tech perfect player of the match, as both teams congratulate each other. Navy Sports Club will be extremely disappointed with how this game comes to an end. They had the lion's share of possession, the lion's share of territory, and we can see coach Danushka Boteju as well from his facial reactions. He's not so happy with how the game went. But Police, they secure a hard-fought second win in this Maliban Inter-Club Rugby League. Abdullah.
From Navy's point of view, you'd have to say it was a missed opportunity, really. Romario dominated position as well as territory for much of that first half. Managed to get a slender 3-point lead, but in the second half they were held scoreless, despite Police losing Hafiz Thabit to the bin for 10 minutes as well. And Police just showed tremendous resilience to hold Navy at bay, and eventually notch up their second win in this Maliban Inter-Club Rugby League tournament, 14 points to 10. And they will be pretty happy with the fact that they've ended up victorious and just collecting the 4 points, which will probably help them move up the table a little bit. As we have a look at the highlights of this second half, it was pretty much just that try by Prince Chamara of a quick tap and the conversion which he made himself to give the 14 points to Police Sports Club. So these are the key stats: 2 tries to 1 in favor of the home team, 2 conversions to 1 as well as a penalty from Konga Hawata, as the scores read 14 points to 10, and our Swiss Tech a perfect player of the match, Police's second row forward Mohan Vimalaratne.
Indeed, the only highlight in that second half. Prince Chamara going over and converting his try. As the game came to an end with Police notching up their second win. These are the results as we spoke about the first three games prior to this game. CH, CR, Kandy and now Police all securing wins in week 8 of this Maliban Inter-Club Rugby League 25-26 tournament. Rugby action continues as we go into next week's fixtures. Well, beg your pardon, the points table before that. CRNFC sitting pretty on top. Nothing really changes in the top 4, but at the bottom, Police goes up to 6th position above Army, Navy and Sri Lions, while Navy they sit in that 8th position with nothing to really show in the win column. 5 points they have, however, with 3 bonus points and a couple for the draw.
Yeah, so Police make their way up the table, just going over Army. Still a few more rounds to go, and these are the fixtures for next week. This Maliban Inter-Club Rugby League tournament is really heating up, and what a couple of interesting couple of matches we have next week. On Friday, 9th of January, Havelock Sports Club hosts the informed team, you'd have to say, CHNFC. And then on the 10th, a couple of games between Sri Lions and Air Force, as well as Sri Lanka Army against the Navy. And another blockbuster game up in the hills. Kandy Sports Club will host CRNFC at Nittawala. And those 2 games on Friday as well as Sunday could play a big part in how this final league standings end up before we approach the Super Round.
Indeed, those 2 massive games, the top 4 basically going head to head against each other. That will no doubt be 2 games to watch out for next week. But folks, well, that's about it from us here at Police Park. I'm Romario De Silva signing off alongside Abdul Yusuf and our technical and production crew. Until we see you next week, it's thank you and goodbye.
Stand by for opener.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare.
3, 2, 1, roll.
ඉතින් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව ThePapare සමග.
Welcome back to ThePapare.
Welcome to the live broadcast from ThePapare.
luck, guys. Good luck, everyone.
The Papare, Sri Lanka's #1 television sports channel.
වසඟකාරී වෙනුවෙන් අද්විතීය නිමාවෙන් විශ්වාසී ආරක්ෂාවෙන් අසම සම ස්මාර්ට් ඔප්ෂන් සමගින් 125cc බලයෙන් සියල්ලටම ඉහළින් TVS Raider 125 the full option bike.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Drink Samahan daily to boost your immunity and stay healthy against prevailing health conditions. Samahan daily. Stay healthy.
එතකොට මහත්තයාට උනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
අසම සම ස්මාර්ට් ඔප්ෂන් සමගින් 125cc බලයෙන් සියල්ලටම ඉහළින් TVS Raider 125 the full option bike.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Keep pushing the limits. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get, spray, go.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
අසම සම ස්මාර්ට් ඔප්ෂන් සමගින් 125cc බලයෙන් සියල්ලටම ඉහළින් TVS Raider 125 the full option bike.
එතකොට මහත්තයාට උනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
අසම සම ස්මාර්ට් ඔප්ෂන් සමගින් 125cc බලයෙන් සියල්ලටම ඉහළින් TVS Raider 125 the full option bike.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සාතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Keep rising. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get, spray, go.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Drink Samahan daily to boost your immunity and stay healthy against prevailing health conditions. Samahan daily. Stay healthy.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න. Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සාතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Keep sweating. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get, spray, go.